Welcome back. I got a 2011 Traverse that I left the window down, and I hope that was a problem. It rained and water got on this area here. It had a little water in this pocket. I wiped it up the following morning, but I noticed that the window doesn't work properly. The driver's side works fine. The passenger side does not. The right side works and the left side doesn't. So I think we got a little contact problem in the switch here. And I think if I reach across, see, it works fine over here. And what do we say, the left rear? So let's see if it works back here. Do I have the window lock on? No. And this doesn't work from here. So what I'm thinking, let me see the other side. What I'm thinking is we've got a problem up here at the switch. So what I want to do first is pull this switch up out of here, and it's got a window lock, the mirror, power mirror, and I think this just pops up out of here. I got a couple little tools if I can do this without hurting anything. Get under here and pop this up. Oh, yeah, that comes up. See if we can do this without harming anything. And then, well, we don't have a whole lot of room in here. But what I was hoping to find, I'll take the key out of it. What I was hoping to find is a little bit of water damage or something here that is totally noticeable. Right here is a little bit of trace of like a water stain. So these two switches on the inside are my concern. So I think I'll pull these clips back. Probably leave the mirror in there. And just take this switch out and see what it looks like. I looked up a switch I can get online, like 15 bucks. It's aftermarket, but remember it's a 2011. Got to justify spending the big dollars on something, you know. And then what I was hoping for is a little contact problem that I can clean, and it would be great if it's no parts required. This is Delphi, says on there. How do we disconnect the switches? Probably this is illumination here because these are tiny and these do light up. So this probably has to go in and out. Yep. And then we always look for crusties. There's nothing there. This one looks like there's a lock on it, so you probably slide this back to there, and then probably press that tab down. Well, that brings the whole tab out. Maybe it just pulls out now. It does. All the pins look good in there. Looks like a water stain on it. I know it got wet. This does have a circuit board, so that could be a problem. If it needs a switch, I'll order a switch. I just want to confirm that it's a switch problem. If I look down inside this door, it looks nice and clean. No cobwebs, no rust. The connector looks real good, like nothing's ever messed with it. I'm the second owner of the car, and a bank CEO drove it, owned it before me, and it was very well taken care of. That's why I was super interested. It didn't have kids' toys and gum stuck to the floor, and everything was all nice and clean, and everything worked, and that's the kind of car to buy. All right, well, let's concentrate on this switch, and I'm going to see if I can take it apart. It can't hurt. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Made in Mexico. Let's see if I can get this thing apart. We'll work in the back here. That way we got a nice little work surface. And if it mounts in this way, water coming down, looks like it has to run off. Doesn't look like there's a spot where it can run into it. But like I said, there's a little circuit board there. If we pop this apart, hopefully it won't explode on me. Before I do anything, right there's a crack. See that? I didn't do it. I want to see if I can take the back off this. Or the bottom, whatever you want to call it. Maybe somebody's been in here before. But I have taken things like this apart before and cleaned it, put it back together, and you're good to go. This car is all-wheel drive. Gets awesome traction, especially in the wintertime, you know. It's not too bad on gas. Been pretty trouble-free. Alright, so this probably only goes on one way. Yeah, it does. Let's see if we can see any issues. So that's the LED light right there. These are all LED lights. I've taken a remote control apart for the television. Looks like a little damage on this thing, which is the rocker for the, I don't know, is that the right? That's the driver's. It's probably part of that automatic window. There's a little tiny damage on the top of that. So, cut off corners. That light's visible. Alps, it says on it. ALPS. No topside damage here I can see. I was thinking, well, I don't know if you can see this. Get in real close. Looks like water was right across here. See that trail of water? And then this light right there had gotten wet by the looks. And then the same right there. I don't know how far I can go down in this without destroying it. probably can't go much farther. The pivot is up here, so there's no moving parts under there, right? Maybe I can lift it up. Probably I should check on YouTube, see if somebody's taken one of these apart. But I was expecting to see a little corrosion or water, you know, either green or white. I don't know, these pins don't look the greatest. Right here. Trying to catch on something. But sometimes it's that simple, just clean up something, put it back together. Ivan on Pine Hollow Auto lucks out sometimes, and no parts required, just clean something or see something unhooked. But definitely see water damage on this. Water, not damage, but water stains on that. I don't know why it'd be discolored white. And then between that pin and that pin, right there, is a white chunk of something. I'm going to get a magnifying lens and I'm going to look at that and see what I can find. There might be something right there. We got to put our light cover on. This goes on that way. Yep. And then that's our little switch contact. So by pressing these down, alright, I might see another problem. Is right here. You guys probably already know what I missed, right? You see these contacts? This is where you press your switch buttons down and it makes contact, and if you flip it over, get a little pointer here, is this one. Where are we? See how clean that is? Clean, clean. Look at that one. Look at that one. So, let me figure out which one this is. That might have something to do with it. This mounts on. Let's figure out which way this is here. I think this is forward. That mounts this way. The one that wasn't working correctly was this one and this one, opposite corners. Wasn't working correctly. Set this way, line this up, and that's incorrect. That's correct. So this one here, is there any corrosion on these two? A little bit right there, not much. And then this one is the one I was worried about. It's a passenger window. There's a lot on both of them. So, are we on to something? Right here, these little brass contacts are filthy with black stuff on them. You can hear it. I'm going to shine them up because it can't hurt. Because I think sometimes if I jiggled the button just right, I could get it to sort of work. So it would kind of make sense that the contacts weren't good. Wouldn't that be awesome? Save me 15 bucks, 17 bucks. And then no parts required. Other than that, I need to get out my electrical tester, check the continuity of the circuit to find out if the switch is actually working proper. before I buy the switch. But see, these are getting cleaner. Might want to get out a little file. But if I get the crusty off from it, it's like almost like a burn. Like a black. Those are a lot nicer. It's a little bit on this other one, which is the driver's. Driver's has an automatic window. And then this went on, which way here? This way. And this is a window lock, and that worked. Those are nice and shiny, so your passengers can't open their window. And then this one messed up sometimes. There's a little bit of junk on them. Wouldn't that be cool if I'm onto something? Not a wasted video. I know it's dragging on. I should probably stop it, show you what I found. Maybe I didn't find anything. I gotta delete the video. But when you have a few minutes and you find something wrong, it's nice to be able to fix it yourself. If I took it to the garage, they're 90 bucks an hour plus parts, and it's list on the parts. So it's probably $170 repair anyway. If I can do it in, I don't know how many minutes, 20 minutes with no parts, that'd be awesome. It's all about saving money and learning. Now, if you remember, I did notice that the contact on this corner wasn't too good. And that would be the passenger window. And it's the up, down, up. Yeah, you pull back for up, down. I couldn't get the window down. Once it's down, I could get it up. And see, look at the corrosion on that pin. Get this up here again. See how I use my pointer device here. Let's go to a cleaner one. Where are we here? See how clean that is? And then there's a little bit of junk on this one. A little bit of junk on, where are we here? Quite a lot of junk on this corner. So I'm going to clean these up. Scratch them slightly without harming the board here. Definitely some crud on it. And the gold that's on here is so thin, you got to be careful not to scratch that off. But if I see a problem, I'm going to try to fix it. Take this little brush. This contact is quite worn. I'm not sure this is going to cure it, but the rest of these don't look too awful bad. And this one here is the driver's rear window. That looks good. So it's mainly the passengers up and down were corroded, like, whatever you want to call that. Some kind of electrolysis going on. And then on these little pads, this goes this way, the passenger pad is the worst. So I'm going to put her back together, see if any difference. That'd be cool. And now that we snapped it back together, let's just put it in and see what it does here. And then I won't hook up the illumination yet. Let me see what we got. We got a key in it. Yep. So the automatic works. No, this still doesn't work on this side. Let me close the door and see if that makes a bit of difference, or if I need the whole thing plugged in. That's possible too. Alright, well, I plugged this one in. Let me put the lock on this one. And then we'll put the window lock on. That lights up. Ooh, there's a left rear window. No way. That works now. Right rear window. That works. Hey, it's not a waste of time. Passenger front. Oh my. Check it out. That hasn't worked in a couple of weeks anyway. Not from this side anyway. And why don't the driver's side? There we go. Oh, the driver's down, duh. So, check it out, guys. I'm going to go ahead and snap all this back together, put it in, and test this out. So we got to go up through. Let me shut the key off to do this. Window is up. Snap this back in. That's pretty simple. That's all in. That's on. The lock's on. Lock's on. Put the front in first. Like that. That's it. Let's test this thing out, man. Alright. I'm in my Sunday clothes, you see. When I sealed the driveway, I destroyed a pair of jeans, so no, they're definitely work jeans. So, automatic window. Awesome. Passenger window that did not work. Awesome. Like I said, I thought it's a $15 switch, but right rear window. Awesome. That did work fine. I only had the opposite two corners that were working fine. This driver's side rear window. Awesome. I'm super happy. No money. Probably 20, it's like 22 minutes. Not bad. So, don't be afraid to tear something apart if you got to buy it anyway. Look for the obvious. And obvious was corrosion on those pads. And cost no money. So, thank you for watching. I am happy. We're going to be able to control the windows all from the driver's side now. No parts needed. Thanks for watching.